Hello subscribers, welcome to a live stream. I'm going to actually try something special tonight. I want to start the Bardsdale Trilogy again, but I'm going to do something very unique. I'm going to only create 3 party members, and I'm going to have a whole bunch of monsters eventually in my party. I thought that would be pretty fun. So I'm going to make 1 bard and 2 casters, and that's it. Because you have to have a bard to beat part 1 and part 2. And for part 3, you definitely have to have a spellcaster plus a rogue. But once I get to part 3, I can do something special to get a rogue in there. So that's my plan. So this is going to be very interesting having this set up. We'll see how it goes. So we're going to start with volume 1 here. I'm actually going to play legacy mode this time too. I don't want individual inventory though. Let's see. And I don't want this. I do want archery. So I have to uncheck this. Game specific songs. It says songs and Tales of Unknown and Destiny Night revert to having their strength vary with dungeon difficulty. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then, well, the problem is, then once we get to Bard's Tale Part 3 of Volume 3, it's going to change the behavior of the songs. I don't really like that. So we'll uncheck this. This I am leaving checked. So on the Commodore 64, you can use items that weren't equipped. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, leave that. Okay, so we can't equip or unequip during combat. So that's not that big of a deal. Alright, auto map disabled. I'm not going to do that one. That would be so much harder, especially since I'm only taking 3 characters. Full experience requirements. Okay, so it's up to twice the experience needed for each level in the legacy version. I am going to leave that enabled, so we won't level up as quickly. So shops can also buy any charged item, which is cool. So while we have the disadvantage with the experience, now we got an advantage with the shops. Okay, and then all game events and battles are redoable. That's another thing. So basically, if you kill like a bunch of whites somewhere, if you leave that level and come back, they'll be back again. Save at guild only. I'm not going to do that because I won't be able to quit the game anytime I want. I'd have to find my way all the way back to the guild, or I would lose my save games, so that's just not doable for a stream. And then no items in empty houses. We will leave that checked. So that'll make it a tiny bit harder. Okay. So here we go. Yes. Okay, we'll skip that. So yeah, this is going to be super, super hard in the beginning. Just having 3 characters in the melee range, 2 of them being casters. Okay, that's the defaults. So we're going to create a bard here. This might take a little bit. That's good dexterity and luck. Oh, wow. That's really good rolls there. Strength is pretty bad, but... Accept. Okay, we'll use... There's actually another bard picture that I want to use. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. I want to use this one. So what are we going to name our bard? Let's see. How about Jethro? Oh, that was for the picture. Oh no, I lost the roll. I hit escape to try to go back and change the picture, and it kicked me out of making the character. That's a bummer. Okay, we'll do this again. Yeah, the typing that I did there for Jethro was actually to filter the picture. Constitution's too low. Strength's too low. At least we're only doing this for 3 characters, so it shouldn't take too long. That's not bad. 29 hit points too. It's just pretty good. Okay, we'll accept this. Okay, once again, let's get the right picture. Jethro. Okay, his armor class is already 7 because of his high dexterity. So now we'll create a conjurer and a magician. Let's make them female. Elf, conjurer. Hit points are too low. Constitution's too low. Luck's too low. 14 spell points, yeah. So they have to be good rolls, since I'm only doing 3 characters. Ah, 16 intelligence is the max I can get, but the rest were bad. Ooh, this is pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. Alright, let's find a cool picture. She won't be a conjurer forever, so I want to find one that... Okay, let's use this one. So, try to think of a name for her. Let's do Sasha. Okay, and then our final character. Let's do another female. Gnome. Magician. Their constitution may end up being too low. They can get 17 intelligence, but yeah, this constitution's just bad news. What's the highest luck? No, we're going to do another elf. Having high spell points on level 1 is important. Their armor class is going to be so bad in the beginning, being in the first 3 slots. But once I can get monsters to join me, then I'll fill up the front slots with those and move the casters toward the back. That's the plan. Wow, that's pretty darn good, except for intelligence of 14's a little rough for getting those bonus spell points. And man, that's good hit points, good spell points in the beginning. The chance of her getting intelligence increases, though, each level is going to be pretty slim. I really do need it to be 16. That's the max for an elf. No, way too weak. Oh man, spell points were great, but the hit points are terrible. Hey Gauntlet, welcome to the stream. How you doing this evening? 6 Constitution, no, I can't do that. It's too low. We'll only have to create 1 more character here, Gauntlet. I'm creating 3, and that's it. And then we're going to slowly get some monsters in our party. So we're going to have 4 monsters or summons and only 3 characters. It's going to be really rough in the beginning. That's the plan. I don't know if anybody's ever done this before. It'll be interesting. Gosh, this is pretty darn good, except those 18 hit points. Glad you're doing okay, Gauntlet. Yeah, the special summons, you can't summon until you get really like sorcerers in your party. So that's a long ways off, but I can find figurines which can summon, and then every once in a while a monster will want to join you. So I'll have to rely on that. And then once I get them in my party, I'll move them toward the front, move the casters back so they're outside melee range, and then the monsters will just be doing the attacking. And if they die, what's cool about these games is you can take the monsters to the temple and they can be resurrected too, which is awesome. I think I'm going to keep this. Those hit points are low, but good spell points, good dexterity. So the dexterity helps with making you go quicker in combat, and it also decreases your armor class. So I'm going to pick a different picture for her. Let's see what other kind of female caster pictures there are. That's cool. That's a Chronomancer default picture. That's a pretty cool one too. Geomancer. What's with her facial animation? Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, yeah, she's going. That's pretty funny. Okay, let's see what else we got. Looking for females here. I don't have too many female pictures because there weren't a lot of females in the original. That's kind of cool, even though it's a priestess. Raceland photo, yeah. I'm gonna go with this. This is a pretty cool one. She kind of looks like an evil witch type caster. Let's see. So I have Sasha. Let's make her... I don't want two ending with A's. Let's see. Elvira. Yeah, she does look like Elvira. You're right. That would be a good name for her. Let's do it. Elvira. I'll have two that end with A, but that's okay. All right, that's it. That's all we're adding to our party. This is going to be nuts. Would you like a tutorial? No. All right. It's already hard enough to survive in the game with a full party, and I have 3, and 2 of them are casters. This is just going to be insane. Let's call this Summon Party 1. All right. Let's buy the best. So the Bard, we're going to buy a harp. Tower shield. Leather gloves. Helm. Scale mail. And then... let's see, this does the same damage. And it's 10 cheaper. X. Okay. I may end up buying a longbow and arrows, but I can't afford it quite yet. Sasha. Leather gloves, robes. Staff. That's it. That's all that they can use. They're in melee range. Oh, it's going to be so hard. Armor class is 7. Okay. Save. What happened to the other UN of Bard's Tale 3? I'm not sure what you mean. Gauntlet UN. So even this alone is going to be a challenge here. I should have played a Bard song earlier. Cast arc fire. Actually, I think I am going to cast air armor here. Armor class is 3, so it went from 5 to 3, and then the Bard song has helped out a little bit here. Attack. Cast. Quick fix. Elvira. Killed one. Up. Oh, Sasha's already dead. Okay. He's out of Bard songs too. Okay. I don't know if I even have enough to resurrect her yet. You don't have enough gold. It's 900. Okay. I told you this is going to be hard. Once I can get to level 2, then it'll be quite a bit easier. Or if I can get someone to randomly join me. Oh, I completed it, Gauntlet. You must have missed it. Yeah, I completed the entire series last week. I think on the 12th, maybe. Yeah, you missed it. Oh, one magician. We can take this on. Nice. That's what we're going to have to do. So we need about 1,800 to 2,000 experience to make it to the next level. One spider. It almost looks like they're adapting to make the monsters easier for me. That would be sweet if it does. It's like, hey, you only have 3 characters. We're going to not make it as hard. Yeah. That's what's happening here. Sweet. We're getting some gold queued up. Have I coded in Python? Nothing serious. I played around with it for a little while, but no, I haven't developed anything substantial in Python. I generally will use either Java or C#, depending on what it's for. And if I'm doing HTML related stuff, then I'll probably use JavaScript on the client side. You making something in Python? I'm so glad that they make the monsters easier on you when you have less party members. That's pretty cool. Oh, I take that back. Okay, I ran. Whew. 8 barbarians. Like I would have a chance against that. Pretty soon, some monster will offer to join us. You just wanted to do simple apps with UI as easily as possible, looking at some tutorials. Gotcha. Oh, that's only a 10-foot. And throw my axe at him. Have to go buy him another axe. Oh, I can buy him a bow now. That's right. Okay. Sweet. Oh, well, that's okay. Then if I run into that again, at least I'll be able to shoot something down. Hey, Leandro. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Three magicians. Nice. Plate armor. I can't even use it. That's funny. Leandro says Python is a language that makes magic weirdest programming language ever seen. Gauntlet says it appears Python, and I'm not sure what that is the way to go as far as you can tell. You didn't like Python on first look because of the blank spacing. Once you have good IDE that changes. Gotcha. Wow, we're getting there. 355 experience. Level 2 will be a big deal. I'm hitting with my staves, doing more damage than the arc fire. Man, that was close. Now I'll wait for a minute for my spell points to come back. Yeah, the way I look at programming languages is it's more important to have a good framework than a language. So like over the years, I've developed my own framework, and that gives you such a huge advantage over just the language itself. But if you have no experience and you haven't developed a framework yourself, then the language can make a big difference. But you know, if you have a really good framework that you're used to, that you've developed tons of stuff for it and keep adding to it, then you can quickly make other programs and apps. So that's the way to go, you know, if you have time, and you can do that over time. But most people probably don't have that experience, so that's why you have a lot of people argue for certain languages and that. But to me, it doesn't matter as long as it's a fully functional language that can do anything, then it doesn't really matter what it is. $658 experience, so I just need 3 times that. She shows the necklace to confuse the enemy. Oh yeah, she's hypnotizing him. I'd really like to get a monster to join me. I'm going to sit here a minute and just see if anybody offers to join the party. It doesn't happen too often, but all I need is 1 or 2. Start filling up my slots. Get the casters out of melee range. It's going to be really important. Wow, they're doing pretty darn good with these staves. Oh, and I found arrows. Nice. Sweet. Yeah, look at this shiny gold while I hit you over the head. Yeah, this will be fun, playing through the game with 4 monsters. Like I said, in part 3, eventually I'll have to get a rogue, but that's not a big deal. I know a way where I can get him experience real quick. The rogue's pretty useless except for in one part in that game. Wow, let's try to run from this. I don't want to fight 6. Exactly. Attack, save, attack, save. That's about all we can do right now. But yeah, it's going to be fun. You know, I'll pick and choose the monsters to have. Of a diverse set of monsters. .484 minutes left on our bard tune. That's quite a while. Is it real time? No, it's not real time. Okay, it's game time. Never mind. That's basically 2 seconds equals 1 minute, it appears. Come on, monsters, don't you want to join this fun party? You have Jethro the Bard, Sasha the Conjurer, and Elvira the Magician. It's got to be a fun party. Gauntlet says, need more games where you can customize the parameters, like being able to determine enemies as well as the party, or go the other way and randomize it all. I'm not, again, I'm a little confused at what you're saying there, Gauntlet. Are you saying the world needs more games that have customizable parameters? For unique experiences? So you're saying like the world just being very random? Everything's randomized? Yeah, there's some games like that, but not an extreme amount of them. Rogue was probably one of the first ones that was like that. Come on, monsters. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm going to add as much as I can into Forteverse like that. Just keep on adding for years. It's going to be fun. Hopefully people enjoy that too. That's the great thing about a game that's online versus one that you just, it's a single player that you just play on your desktop. If it's online, I can just forever keep updating and expanding the game world and everything. Yeah, we need monster bait. Yeah. Come here, monsters. I got a fish here for you. Ooh, this is going to be hard. This might be a reload, but let me try it. Wow. We might be able to beat this. Nice. Oh yeah, that was a lot of experience. We're more than halfway there. I gotta get a bunch of spell points back now though. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Some monster to appear that wants to join us. Push them toward the front. I wonder how much damage this longbow does. Wow, 3 to 12. So the arrows actually do more damage than the broadsword. So I should just start shooting right now. I'm just gonna have my bard shoot. Too bad the casters can't use a bow. Shambling Mound, that would be amazing. Yeah, Skeleton and 2 Hellhounds. The old gold box monsters going. Half the spell points are back. 2 thieves. Nice. Yeah, we're getting some gold queued up here. Sweet. You would like to see pass wall used in an RPG. Well, this has it. You mean where you can pass through walls by casting a spell? This game has it. You didn't see me do it? It's called Phase Door. It works in most dungeons, but if the dungeon is magically protected, then the spell won't work on it. Yeah, basically the wall disappears in front of you, and then you can step through it, and then as soon as you step through it, the wall reappears. And then in the third volume, when you make it to that, there's a spell that the Geomancer can get that... No, the Chronomancer, that can permanently remove a wall, which is pretty cool. These guys are hard. This might not be doable. Yeah, this is going to be a reload. Well, actually, I could resurrect her, but gosh, she'll be behind 300 experience. Nah, I'm going to reload. I don't want her being behind 300 experience like that. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, most people probably multitask with the stream and don't really pay that much attention to it. Whoops. I should go in the tavern while I can. Get a drink for the bard. How much is a wineskin? 5 gold per serving. Wineskin can hold up to 10. So it's only 50 gold? Wow, nice. Oh yeah, okay. Sweet. Okay. We're gonna just wait here. Since I'm waiting for a monster to join me, we'll just wait here in front of the Adventure Guild. Leandro says he is currently developing software for my new job, but try to follow you listening. Gotcha. So you got a new job, Leandro. Congratulations. Is that something recent? Like, since you said new, like the last month or two or something? Oh, 7 orcs. Yikes. That's not gonna work. So maybe it doesn't change the number of monsters. Or maybe it only does when you go in houses. The random ones that come around seem to not be concerned about how many characters you have. Oh, last week. Wow, that is really recent. Cool. Congratulations. There we go. One spider. Sweet. Getting close. Maybe my casters will get more intelligence or dexterity when they level up. Oh, I just realized my bard isn't fully healed. These monsters do not want to join us, do they? If I just get one, then I'll have an extra melee attacker. Plus, they'll be more likely to take hits from the enemy. Even if they're weak, they'll be a distraction. And then if they get killed, I can take them to the temple. It'd kind of be cool to be able to get a caster, another spellcaster. Sometimes they'll cast beneficial spells on your party too. Nomad. We only need 63 more experience? Something like that. I'm looking to see if we can see the max hit points on any of these. We can't. We haven't killed enough yet. 9 more. 5 more. So once you get to 10 kills, you can find out, yeah, what their max hit points are. It's starting to get dark. It's probably time for the wolves to howl. If you listen, you'll hear them howl. That's so cool. So that's their indication that the review board's closed and all the other places. The temples are open and the taverns are open. But the guild closes, the bank closes, I think. Well, actually, the bank maybe not, but Garth's closes. And then the adventure guild's open. Okay, let's just try to kill some monsters. Level up. Dang. Wow, these are super powerful at nighttime. Alas, your party has expired. Reload. Hey Michael, welcome to stream. How are you doing? I'm doing great here. Okay, special summons. So I'm only creating 3 party members. And that's it. And the rest are going to be, the party's going to be filled with monsters and summons. It's going to be fun. Lots of fun. So it's super, super hard in the beginning. Because all I have are 2 casters and a bard. But that's the plan. I'm almost to level 2. Oh my gosh, I can't fight that. Yeah, we should be able to do this. Okay, now their spell points aren't going to come back, so we need to go in here. So it becomes daytime. Spell points only regenerate in the daylight. Unless you have a special item. Oh, glad to hear you're doing good, Michael. Thanks. Yeah, we're not playing Iron Man mode, so I'm okay with it being super difficult. Well, even Iron Man I would still be. Okay. We are so close. There we go. Wow, that was a lot of experience. Nice. Andrew says he was browsing YouTube and found that there are modern games being developed for Commodore 64. Yeah, I've seen that too. Isn't that cool? Sweet. Spear. Alright, our casters can level up. Let's go do that real quick. And then the bard needs a tiny bit more. Alright, let's hope for a lot of hit points. 2. Oh no. 2 hit points. Plus 5 spell. Okay, well, plus 1 dexterity is cool. That lowered her armor class by 1. That was a bad level up. Let's get the bard leveled up here. Once we get the casters to level 3, then they'll get a little bit better spells. There we go, bard. 3 hit points. What is this? That's terrible. Oh, that's so bad. Alright, so we need to double that experience again. You'd think it'd be giving me a break since I'm only playing with 3 characters. Yeah, and Amiga, there's people developing games on all kinds of platforms now. NES, you know, it's just so much easier because of frameworks and stuff. It's pretty sweet. to fight 7 mad dogs. That'd be rough. Nope. Sweet. Let me go heal too real quick at a temple. I've queued up enough gold where I can start using them a little bit. Okay. Good old Roscoe. Michael says modern tech lets everyone be a game developer for almost any retro system. It's so true. Yep. Yeah, the guys in the 80s that developed games like this had it so much harder. To get my arrows stacked there. You can only have 30 arrows at a time. Man. Mace, okay. Well, it says, be cool if you could draft an OS UI design. Not talking about the ones out there for retro platform or whatever. I.e. design a future Amiga. Ah, I see. Yeah, you could. Chainmail. Wait just a little longer, see if we can get anybody to join us. We still haven't had a single monster come by to want to join us yet. Yeah, OSs are very interesting because, back in the day, they were so much simpler, which is really the way an OS should be, in my opinion. And then you have like a framework on top of the OS. Kind of like, the Linux kernel is used all over the place with different builds. But even that, they've added a lot to it. So it's like someone needs to develop like Linux, which is super stable, but make it so much lighter weight. And then if someone can develop just super solid stuff on top of that and start porting other software and stuff to be able to be compatible with it, then you could have another OS take over. But it's just the amount of time it would take, it'd just be ridiculous. And people, don't have the patience to do that. It'd probably be a 10-year job with someone with a lot of experience. But it'd be nice to be able to get back to simpler software that just worked instead of the crap we have now that's just so unstable. So I always laugh at the movies that show computers taking over, AI taking over. There is no way that will ever happen because our software is so unstable. I mean, apps, you even do a little update for an app and it quits working. Something so simple will break. And so we're just nowhere near what Hollywood wants you to believe. We can make cool looking things that look awesome, but the stability is terrible. In the DOS days, software that was so solid, it was very functional. It just wasn't super pretty, and you had to use more keyboard commands and stuff. But if you want things that are technically advanced with intelligence, that's what you got to do. You got to get it back to not fancy looking, but just does simple things extremely well. Yeah, Leandro, mainstream does believe in AI takeover. Oh, every time I hear it, I call it artificial ignorance because, like, even an average intelligent human, if you put them in a situation competing with a computer, trying to do a wide variety of things like a human, the human would blow them away. The computer would be terrible at doing a wide range of things. Software I'm talking about. Now, if you give them a specific task that's very, very specific, a computer can blow away a human, but it has to be programmed exactly for that, small set of rules. If it's got a wide variety of rules, human will always be smarter. That's my opinion. Michael says, is this a hack or is this just a special game mode? No, this is legitimate. This is the remake, the Bard's Trilogy, and I'm playing in legacy mode. I didn't enable all the legacy mode options, just some of them. Michael says, AI, I will destroy you after you give me permission to install this update. Yeah, and then when it installs the update, it crashes. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be a joke. And the only ones that would really know for sure are good software developers that have programmed very, very difficult things. You know how hard it is, and you know how limited the rules are. Other people, they have no idea. Like, you'll read about some scientists that aren't developers saying, oh yeah, AI's going to take over. It's like, you don't have a clue. No, that's not going to happen. I can guarantee you that's not going to happen. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, like, military could make a killing machine that would just do one specific thing, like hunt down by using infrared light, or detecting infrared and then just shooting at it or something. You could do that very easily, but if you put it in a situation for problem solving, the computer would never be able to compete with a human. In other words, you could very easily outsmart it. Yeah, this is legacy mode. Yeah, migration error. Untested software shutting down. Leandro says, what I found was some applications of AI in agriculture, and I found some things that I wouldn't imagined would be possible, like pruning grapevines or small trees. Weed detection is now a thing. Yeah, again, though, that's not really AI. That's... The way I look at AI is the word intelligence, where it learns, and I compare it to a human. A computer's ability to learn is extremely limited. Even if you work on that AI as much as you can, it's limited to that very, very small world of rules that you program into it. And it just will never problem solve like a human. Plus, the people that program it, they're already kind of biased for how they weigh things. You can just look at the simplest things, like I think it was Microsoft came up with like a chat bot that started to make like slurs to people and saying really inappropriate things because it didn't understand and realize any better. It was trying to learn off other people, but you could fool it so easily. So it started saying all these terrible things and they had to take it down. That's just one example. There's so many ways where you could exploit flaws in AI. It's actually funny to me. Oh, it says recently used the Windows 10 upgrade assistant, upgraded to 2040, and some apps wouldn't open missing DLLs. Outlook wouldn't open links. You fixed it, just goes to show you how limited migration is. Yeah. Michael says those deep fake things are kind of scary. You remember the bot, people trained it to be racist. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Whoever developed that software, you can't predict. You could be the smartest person in the world and the best programmer in the world combined and think you've made the best AI. It's going to be terrible. It might do a couple things really good, but it's based on your knowledge. And there's so many things you would not think about that someone else would find a flaw in it and just teach it a little something that would, cause it to behave unexpectedly. It happens all the time. And run into crashes or infinite loops that it can't get itself out of. It's just so funny. I would actually love to have a job like that, to test other people's AI and show them how bad it is, and show them, not because they necessarily made mistakes, but to show how many things they didn't think about, that you could just change a little thing and exploit it, and the whole thing comes crashing down. Yeah, it's really funny. And you guys, it sounds like you're developers, so you probably know this, but when you make software, you spend like 90% of the time on the exceptions that are just little bitty things. Those are the gotchas. The other stuff, it's all the same stuff. You could almost pull in libraries or frameworks and it's going to do it for you. But all these weird rules that are exceptions that very rarely happen, that's what you have to really, really think about And there's way too many exceptions for humans to consider when you think about all the environment. And that's why, and again, in my opinion, AI is never going to compete with a human because they don't have that reasoning ability like humans do. They can't. Yeah. I mean, just think of a human. How many years it takes a human to become reasonable. Think of kids. How many years they spend being, just being unreasonable and not really understanding things until they get what, like maybe 10 years old or older? Depends, of course, on your genetics and your parents and everything, but that's a long time. What are you going to do? Teach the AI that for that many years? And it's still not going to be as good? And they want to try to make AI, like basically dump all this stuff into it and teach it, in an accelerated fashion. We're just not as smart as we think we are, basically. We're constantly messing up and making mistakes. Gauntlet says, let me tell my Jarvis to make me an invention with specified parameters. Oh, wait, that's a movie. Yeah. Yeah, my favorite AI screw-up is 2001, A Space Odyssey, when Arthur Clarke wrote that, and how Hal... Oh, here, we got our first person wanting to join us. A Hobbit. Awesome. Welcome to the party, bub. You're pretty darn weak, but hey, we'll put you up front. You'll take a hit for the party. But anyway, Arthur C. Clarke, with Hal. You guys have all seen that, right? You don't want me to... I won't be giving anything away if I talk about the story. Okay, so Gauntlet knows. I don't know if Michael or Leandro's still on here, but you guys probably know about it, right? Where the AI has an issue. But what causes the issue is, just so spot on. Completely would cause an issue for most AI. Yeah. Yeah, and he wrote that, in the 50s or 60s? I don't remember. But man, he was such a good writer. He had that pegged for how it was going to end up working. Yeah, so basically, they told it a lie, told it to lie, and the developer did not program in there how to deal with that because he never expected someone to teach the AI to do the lying. That's just so good, there'd be millions of things that you don't think about, and it'll start sending the AI down a weighted path that gets it even more and more bizarre. And the funniest thing about that with AI, a lot of them are built on weights and measurements, and rewards, essentially. The computer's taught to get as big of a reward as it could based on these weights. So once it starts going down a weird path, you don't know why it makes the decisions it makes because it's out of your control at that point. And it would take you forever to look through, like let's say it dumped all of its weights and all of its decisions. It would take you forever to sift through all that to see where it went wrong because it'd be so complex. You'd see all these tree paths and be like, wait a minute, why did it choose that weight? And just changing one little section in that whole hierarchy will make the AI behave completely different. That's what it just makes it so complicated and unpredictable. That's the biggest thing. It's unpredictable. Anytime there's a weird exception. Oh, our Hobbit already took 5 damage. He's almost dead. Let's quick fix him. Sweet. Ah, your favorite fictional AI was from War Games. Yeah, that was another good one. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yep, that was a good one. That was a fun movie. But yeah, in 2001, it became, you know, of course, that was real eerie when Hal started to kind of act unpredictable. And then when Hal quit even responding, you know, when Dave would try to ask him something or say something, basically Hal was just like, he just shut off. He's like, not literally shut off, but he shut off conversation because he didn't know what to do or how to deal with it. And then when he starts getting disassembled, that's when he's kind of freaking out, like, wait a minute, you know, why are you doing that to me? Because it doesn't understand. The AI doesn't understand what's happening. Landra says, I have no mouth and I must scream. Actually, Mac bought me that game and I haven't played it yet. So I don't know what you're referring to. But yeah, I have that game. Gauntlet says, here's a question. Would AI save games as much as a human? That's a good question. You don't know. It depends on what situation it gets into. What would really be funny is if it just saved every like half a second to the point where it created new ones and filled up the hard drive and crashed. Michael says, true, I love following the development of the self-driving cars. How do you weight the value of lives, its ethical decisions? Also, as Gauntlet voted or mentioned, it doesn't know the difference between mannequins and people. Yeah, it's true. Hobbit took 5 damage again. He's taking the hits, not dying. Oh, there he died. That's okay. We can resurrect him at the local temple. Let's go visit the temple. He should be pretty cheap. 2,700? Wow. That's a lot more than I thought it'd be. That's okay. We'll bring him back. Hang on 1 second. Okay. That was an expensive 6 hit point monster there. Wow, we're really close to level 3. Nice. Let's just get it. Yeah, I would not want to be a developer working on ethical type software. There, the Hobbit died again. He's going to be one expensive Hobbit. We'll leave him dead just for a few minutes. Oh, there we go. There's our level up. Okay, sweet. Oh, 16 hit points. That's more like it. 2. 1? Oh, come on. You're killing me. Alright, so here's our next spells. Battle skill increases skill with weapons. Freeze foes. Compass, word of healing. Cool. And then holy water damage to... these are pretty crappy. Alright, now we need 3,000. Oh, they still only need 2,000 to level up. Cool. He needs 3,000. No win scenario? Yeah. Oh yeah, autonomous weapons, Leandro says. Oh my goodness. Oh, that'd be such a bad idea, in my opinion. Halbard. There's the halbard spelled incorrectly. I always wondered if he did that on purpose, Michael Cranford. Now we can cast Word of Healing. It heals more. Michael says that Hobbit must have kept the One Ring on too long to become a monster. Yeah. Plus, all kinds of other monsters are going after him. Skeleton. $8,600 gold. It is funny how some games will have Hobbit in the races and others don't. He's like halfling because they're afraid of being sued. But I don't think anybody's ever been sued as long as they just used a race. Let's heal at the temple. That'd be too many castings. Are they all healing? No. That's the magic points. Okay, let's bring back the Hobbit. Gauntlet says, who's responsible for autonomous weapons defending property or whatever? I don't know if Halfling's a Dungeons and Dragons trademark, to be honest. It might be. There goes the Hobbit. Okay, he just has 2 little hit points. I can't keep spending money on him. Let me look at arrows, see if I'm getting low. Okay. Wait around a little bit and see if anybody else. Hey Eric, how you doing this evening? I'm only playing with 3 characters, PC player characters, and I'm gonna have 4 monsters in my party. So I'm gonna try to. Here's my first monster. He keeps dying because he only has 6 hit points, and I resurrect him for like 2,700 gold. So he's not worth it. He keeps dying. His armor class is 8. But I want to have 4 monsters in my party and just have a bard and 2 casters. So it's really rough getting going in the beginning here. Michael says he doesn't think the halfling is licensed, but think the Tolkien estate is Hobbit licensed. Yeah, especially since it's called the Hobbit. You know, there wasn't a thing called the halfling. Glad you're doing great, Eric. I'd like to get some magicians in my party. That'd be cool. I don't want to fight 7 dwarves. Or is Snow White? Wait around a minute again, see if there's anybody who wants to join. 1,000 experience to get to level 4. That's not bad. Okay. Let's keep fighting then. Oh, this will be rough. There we go. Sweet, that was a lot of experience. Let our spell points come back a little bit and see if anybody comes up wanting to join. Michael says he looked it up. The halfling is in the SRD for Dungeons & Dragons, which is the open source portion of D&D. So it should be free to use anywhere. That's cool. It's good to know. Because I have a halfling in my game. I decided to go with the halfling instead of the hobbit. We're only, what, about 45 or 450 experience away. The casters, they're the ones that are really vulnerable right now. Because Jethro's got pretty low armor class plus a lot of hit points. Nice. There we go. Landro says there is always the ultimate solution for the halfling. Yeah, the bobbit, like in Ultima. When in doubt, change it silly. Yeah, that's so true, isn't it? Man, these orcs hit hard. I'd like to get one of these in my party. Oh, 32 experience away. Okay. Fight one more fight, get leveled up, and then go to Roscoe. No, we don't want to fight 8 gnomes. This is going to be hard too. Oh wait, I have that holy water spell. This should help. 19 damage, nice. She is out of spell points. There we go. There's our level up. Did I just see a war axe? Oh, that's just like a regular axe. Okay. Eric says, how often do you get monsters that want to join? Well, not very often, because I've been playing for an hour and a half now, and I've only had one ask to join me. Eventually I'll have summoning spells and stuff like that, but or if you find figurines, you can get them in your party, you know, but I've only had one in an hour and a half. Hey, Christopher, how you doing? Says, all right, now that I've missed everything. Yeah, so the whole plan here, Christopher, is I'm only making 3 player characters, a bard and 2 casters, and then I'm going to have 4 monsters in my party. I'm just waiting for them to want to join me or eventually get summon spells. It's going to be fun. 3 hit points, that's a little better. 4 hit points, okay. Cool. That'll make my casters be able to survive a little better. Let's go get their spell points back. I'm carrying around this dead hobbit because he costs 2,700 gold to resurrect, and he only has 6 hit points. So like he dies almost immediately. Gauntlet says you call a thief a robbit instead of a robber. Leandro says in the Ultima series, the Bobbits were a playable race, but were banished after Ultima 3. Imagine the Bobbits reappearing in 4 Divers. Yeah. That'd be funny. Hey, you never know. I'm putting all kinds of, what do you call them? Easter eggs and cameos in my game. I've already got tons of stuff in there. I can't fight 6 orcs. Yeah, it's going to be fun. And then when somebody sees something or finds something that they're familiar with, I think it'll be exciting. Because they'll be like, oh, hey, that's, you know, this, or that refers to this. Yeah, Michael says a casual conversation. I'm carrying around this dead hobbit because of... Yeah, that's pretty funny. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just carrying him down the street. I've killed enough hobbits now where I should know their max hit points. Let's find out. Whoops. Let's find out if our hobbit we have is a good one or a bad one. So they can have up to 9 hit points. Okay, let's take a look at the rest. Conjure can have up to 9. Ooh, the dwarves can have 13. Wow. I need to get one of those in my party. Gnome 9. Hobgoblin 11. Mad Dog 11. Magician 9. Wow, Mercenary 15. And they do 3 to 12 damage. Nomad 15. Same deal. In fact, the Mercenary is armor class of 5. Nomad 6. Orc 7. I haven't killed enough to know the max hit points yet. Skeleton can have 15. So that's good too. Spider, don't know. Thief 9. So basically the Hobbit is pretty much one of the worst ones. They only do 1 to 4 damage too. Michael says you should do a Monty Python homage where the party is chased by a huge beast. The Game Master has a heart and attacks, so the party escapes. Yeah. Gauntlet says it's strange that they don't change the recruited monster class to some friendly name. Well, you know what's funny about it? Here, look at this. If you get a mage in the party, like there are different categories of monsters. There's one that's a mage, and up here, right next to their name, it'll say mage. Then you can get undead, and they'll say undead there. Or, there's just a few different categories, which are different than the classes that you get as a player character. It's very interesting. But yeah, over here they just say monster. With Monty Python, you have to add the bridge guard with 3 challenge questions. Yeah. Yeah, that would be funny. Yeah, I don't want to give up any of the things I'm putting in there because it'll be really fun for people to discover them for the first time. They'll be like, you know what I found or I saw? And people will be like, yeah, right. And then I'll take a screenshot and show them. It's about nighttime. Don't want to fight those. Bard's close. Hey, CST, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Holy water. Nope, nope, nope. $21 damage, nice. Gauntlet said, or just be discreet about it and put an unladen swallow less on the nose. Tim says, doing good. How about yourself? Cool. Yeah, I'm doing great. This is the 3-character party with, I'm going to end up having 4 monsters eventually. It'll be fun. It's really hard to start out this way though. Once I get an area of attack spell for these casters, it'll be a lot easier. I think the next level, actually, the Conjure might have, is it War Strike, which can go 20 feet and do basically 10 to 40 damage, so that'll be huge. Ran out of arrows. There we go. Oh, let's hurry up and level up. 8 hit points, 1 luck, nice. Sweet. Okay, Bard, we'll bring you back. Or, I mean, Hobbit. With his 6 hit points. Yeah, we just brought him back. 6 whole hit points. Armor class. His armor class is 10. It's only 7 right now because my Bard's playing Traveler's Tune. He's so bad. There's the nighttime. Ooh. This might be dangerous. We'll see. There's the Hobbit. He gets killed in the first attack. Oh my gosh. It'd be awesome to get a sorcerer in my party. 1,000 experience for that. Nice. Gauntlet says, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Yeah. Swordsman. Nice. Can you swap out the 6 hit point monster? Yeah, we could kick him out of the party once we get more. Once the you can kick them out anytime when you're not in combat, but if you're in combat and they're dead, you can kick them out too. So yeah, I'll get rid of him eventually. We'll get. Oh my gosh, I can't fight this. What am I doing? There is no way I can fight this. I'll try to run. It won't let me run. Yeah, there's no way I can fight this without losing some of my members, I think. Oh, he moved within melee range. Okay. Maybe I can then. I don't know why that magician moved forward. Nice. We did it. Excellent. Michael says, what can I trade for this hobbit? He keeps dying. I think he's defective. Yeah, that's funny. Can I trade him in for a better model? Only 1,200 experience, and I'll be to the next level, and that'll be a huge, huge bonus. So let's go do that. Let's make it daytime. Yeah, Saztam's. That's the same thing that Michael said earlier. Yeah, don't mind us. We're just carrying around this dead hobbit. No biggie. Nothing to see here. Okay. Yeah, I put a used monster dealership in your game. We can buy unused monsters. That's pretty funny idea, actually. You know, you could have monster slaves or whatever, and they're for sale to join you. I wouldn't want to introduce that concept into the game, though. But that would be pretty funny. Exit. They made Elvira old. That'll cost us a little bit. $1,200. Okay, Roscoe, give us a refill there. Yeah, recruiting station, that'd be a lot better. I not getting in trouble or referencing something that's immoral. So what do we need again? He's really close, yeah, just 600. They do not like Sasha. Only 180 experience for that? Wow, so close. Seven orcs, no thank you. There we go. Now we have our level up. This will be a big deal. Alright, let's see here. Lesser Revelation, Levitation, Mage Star. Here it is, War Strike. So it does 5 to 20 damage, but it hits a whole group. That will be amazing. Ooh, and Star Flare. Awesome. So that can go up to 80 range. It only shows 40 there. That's where it does full damage. But it can actually go up to 80 for half damage. And then Ogre Strength. Ybarra's. Ooh, this will be helpful too. Has Ybarra's Mystic Shield. Mithromite. That lowered armor class by 2. That's huge. Okay. Now we're talking. I think what I'm going to do, this might be a little goofy, but I'm going to go down in here to Tarjan's temple. I'm going to wait right here. We're going to see if somebody comes up to join us, because this will be a lot stronger of a monster. Of course, if we get a random encounter, I'll probably be dead. But somebody wants to join us. It'll be a lot tougher than what we find outside there in the streets. Might as well kick the Hobbit now. I remember when I first played this back in '86 on the PC, I was blown away by the fact that it was real time with just standing around and then all of a sudden a monster would come up and would join you. Because none of the games were like that. They were always based on you doing something. Oh gosh, 4 ogres. This is going to be rough. War Strike is definitely going to help, though. We'll do Star Flare, too. Nice. Oh, yeah, we got him. Trap Zap. That's going to make our experience go up real quick. 1,300. And a Mithril Shield. We'll get rid of his bow and have him equip that. Yeah, now his armor class is -7. Awesome. Yeah, this is going to be sweet. Hey, 8-Bit, welcome. How you doing? Hope one day you play some action RPGs on the SNES like Soul Blazer and Illusion of Gaia. Trying to think of any other action RPGs I've played on the SNES. I don't know if I've played any. One action RPG that I probably will play on stream, I can almost guarantee you, is a game called Prophecy. It's actually in my game reviews in the intro. And I've had like 5 people over the years ask me, hey, what's the game, you know, at second number, blah, blah, blah. I always tell them it's called Prophecy. What's the name? That's the rest of it. The Fall of Trinidad. That's the name of it. I have a review on it. So I'll definitely probably play that. But as far as some other consoles like the SNES, I don't know. We'll see. Christopher says that thing uses the same very similar sound to the one used for orcs in Ultima Online, which you're playing privately while you watch. I thought it... Oh, really? I thought it was you getting attacked. 8-Bit says it's cool seeing you play Bard's Tale Remaster still. Are you on the first game still? No, I've beaten it, 8-Bit. I've played all the way through. It took me 75 hours. And I think last week is when I beat the 3rd volume. So this is a new playthrough where I'm only creating 3-player characters. And I'm going to get 4 monsters in my party. So I'm going to have like a whole bunch of monsters coming around. A monster mash. It's going to be really fun. It's really hard, but fun. Michael says you'd probably like Earthbound. Hey John, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I'm not using the wider graphics because I have to fit the chat on the screen at the same time. So the game automatically adjusts the window based on how you have it set. So that's why the graphic's smaller. It's out of my control. It's basically the way the game draws the graphic. It figures it out based on the size of the window you make. And so since I'm playing on a laptop, I only have one screen, so I can't see the chat window at the same time. Christopher says, I'm just out lumberjacking and collecting cotton and flax. Ah, gotcha. Oh, wow. I'm going to try this because if I can kill this, I'm going to get so much experience. So we'll cast War Strike on the Conjurers and Star Flare on the Black Widows. Nice. Sweet. 7,000 experience. Oh, yeah. Let's go level up. That's awesome. My party's so weak. Level 5. Yeah, it took me 70. And that's using hints, and I've beaten these games. Well, I beat part 1 and 2 before. So I already was a little familiar. It was a long time ago, but that's how I was able to beat it in 75 hours. If you wouldn't use any hints and you played through this whole thing, it would take you 250 plus hours easy. Cool idea on Mage's Bard team, though. Yeah, it's fun. 8-Bit says, I think you'd enjoy Chrono Trigger. Hi, Macy. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Says, watching you on my HD TV and talking and iPad with the same time from Poland. Oh, cool. Nice game, Retro Classic here. Yeah, this is awesome. I love this remake. Only 1 hit point? Man, that was a ripoff. Yeah, this is the best remake I've ever seen on a game. Yes, this is my second playthrough that I'm going to attempt with just these 3-player characters and monsters. I've only beaten this whole thing 1 time because I just recently got this like last month. So yeah, it's all pretty darn new to me. Well, welcome. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Is it Macy? If you can tell me how to pronounce it by spelling it out, you know, with syllables, that would really help me. Why would this game take you 250 hours with no hints? Are there a lot of cryptic things? Yes. Yes, there are, 8-Bit. It is, there's a lot of heavy puzzles and crazy mazes to get through. One of the hardest. This definitely ranks up there with the, probably Bard's Tale Part 2, even Part 1, but Part 2 especially. I would rank it in one of the top 5 hardest RPGs I've ever played. And Part 1's hard too, so, you know, it's a... You combine those, it's like, man. Part 3's not easy either, but by the time you get to Part 3, they do give you more hints and stuff. Matstej? Is that how you pronounce it? Matstej? That's hard for me to say. Matstej. 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 Matstej says, ever play any spiderweb software games? I would recommend Everrun, the latest one. No, I don't think I have. Hard to say my LinkedIn. I pronounce it on my profile. If you ever get time to check it out. Gotcha. Oh yeah, I have a review of Darklands, Matsedge, if you haven't seen that. But yeah, Darklands is an amazing game. I agree. I've actually live streamed that twice now, I think. So that's a fun one. I'm waiting for some monsters to join me, but it's very, very hard to get them. Actually, let's do a quick fix. Oh, Elvira died. All that's left is my bard. 12,000 experience. Because he was the only one left. Let's see how much this is going to cost me. 11,000. No, I'm going to have to reload that. That would take like almost all my money. Avernum is great, Christopher says. Gene Forge is great too. Darklands is historically accurate no matter what people tell you. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about the history of that area, but from what I've heard, yeah, it does seem to be pretty darn accurate. Especially compared to other games. Yeah, Darklands is a lot of fun, very challenging, and very random. The game world's set, but there's a lot of other things that are randomized in the game. Come on, monsters, don't you want to join this fun party with Jethro, Sasha, and Elvira? What level are they? Oh, so the next level I'll get. Next spell level. Cool. Need to save my money for that, because it's going to get quite expensive. Matsedge says it is what people thought existed at the time, like monsters and myths. Yeah, that's true. So for the reality of people is historically accurate in Germany in the 16th, 15th century. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Darklands had an awesome amount of content, Leandro says. It's a shame there are no more games like that. Yeah, and it's a shame the company went out of business over that game. It was so ambitious for the time. If they would have waited 2 months and fixed all the bugs they had when they released it, it would have turned it from a big flop at the time to be probably being one of the best games ever made, you know, considered to be made. But they just couldn't afford to not push it out. And they even patched it within about a month, from what I've heard. If you haven't seen the interview with the creator of that game, he's on Matt Chat on YouTube. Look at Matt Chat's channel. And he talked all about it. It's really cool. Yeah, Michael, I did a review on it. It took me about an hour of actual time in the video. It's like an hour long, the review, because that game deserved a really thorough... Oh, here we go. A ninja wants to join us. Cool. All right, buddy, you can stay up front. But yeah, if you haven't seen that review, you might like it. It's very thorough. Matsage says they made some Serpent and Staglands game like spiritual successor. Also issues with bugs he hears. John says, can you at least summon a monster more at this stage? I would. The ones you run into in dungeons are always consistently worse. I don't have it yet. Here's how weak my party members are. I only have a level 3 conjurer and a level 3 magician. I snuck into this temple because I knew I've beaten it, so I knew the password to get in. That's the only reason why I'm here. So no, I don't have summoning spells. The sorcerer is when you start really getting some summoning spells. And then the wizard especially. The wizard's all about summoning. So it'll be a long time before I start getting those. But I could find figurines. If I kill some monsters here, I might get like an ogre or samurai figurine. Michael says, I'll check them out. Can you name the monsters? No, you can't. You can't change the name of them. Leandro saw some images of Serpent and Staglands. The graphics scream of Darklands. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, thanks for mentioning that. John says, oh, okay, it's been a while since it's at this early stage. Yeah. I mean, normally in the game, by the time you made it to this area, legitimately, like finding the password to get into this, yes, you would probably be at that spot where you could be summoning. But since I kind of cheated my way in here knowing the password, then I'm not. Oh boy, this is going to be bad. Let's see, War Strike on the ninjas and Star Flare on these 8 magicians. The ninja's already dead. Wow, I haven't killed many at all there. Yeah, that'll be a reload. Trying to run. There we go. Yeah, and I'll probably be stopping the stream pretty soon here, guys. Oh, Bo just showed up, dang it. Okay, Eric, we'll see you again. We'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Matsej says, I was gonna get Serpent a few times. It went on sale on Steam, but you didn't yet due to your backlog. Yeah, hey, I hear it. I hear you. I have such a backlog of games. It's ridiculous. Glad you're doing good, Bo. Yeah, I am too. Oh, no problem. But yeah, unfortunately, I've been streaming for a couple hours, so about ready to call quits. Offline, I'll probably try to get some more monsters into my party like this. But for those that just joined, I've already played through this all the way through part 1, 2, and 3. The last playthrough was last week. So if you look on my list of streams, you'll see the last one if you want a spoiler on part 3 being completed. But I decided to have like a majority monster party. I thought that'd be fun with only 3 player characters. So, but anyway, guys, thanks for the chat. That was a lot of fun. And Majed, thanks for the info on that other game. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.